Welcome back to another episode of Dog Training at Home with me, Jarvis, from Jarvis Dog Whisperer Luxury Boarding and Training. It's a bit of a grey day here in Southampton, actually, but we'll crack on as we normally do. So today I am going to talk to you about how your puppy's first walk should look and how that whole process should happen. So the first walk, I think, scares owners quite a bit because, you know, you want your puppy to have a really nice time, but the chances are they're going to be all over the place. Are they going to remember any of the heel work you might have done with them? Should you have been doing heel work? There's loads of questions. So here's my 2 cents on it. When you have your puppy from the age of 8-9 weeks to the 12-14 week mark, when they are fully vaccinated and ready to be in the world around other dogs and people and all that other fun stuff, I like to train my puppies to get used to wearing a lead, get them used to wearing a collar and a harness, and get them used to the idea of just walking along next to me. Now, this is quite easy to do when you're at home. You might come across a few things where puppies get a little bit frustrated, or they just want to try out the lead in their mouth and bite it, and you might have a little bit of a tantrum on your hands, all of that fun stuff. We talk about it all in my VIP online puppy training membership, so you're welcome to join that if you would like the lowdown on all of it and how to fix it and all the rest of it. But I think it's really important those first few weeks. Part of what you're doing at home with your training is a nice sit down, wait, leave, and a stay, and a bit of recall at home as well. So you've got them used to coming to their name, coming to their recall command. None of these things are going to be perfect. That's the important thing to remember. And by the time you start your first walk, the most important thing is that your puppy just gets a chance to experience the world. There is no way on this earth they're going to be able to pay attention to you for very long, if at all, for the first few walks. Give them the chance to explore. Have them on a reasonably long lead that you've got good control of. Not a long line, please. Sorry, long lines are fine, not a flexi lead. They're a pain in the arse. Have them on a reasonably long lead so that you can go into fairly quiet areas to start off with, a field, a park, a wood. Get them used to the smells and the sounds and all the different textures underfoot, grass, concrete, astroturf. There are all these different things for them just to, feel and experience all over their bodies. You'll probably find that your puppy's quite nervous to begin with, a little bit jumpy perhaps. It happens. They are not used to these new things, and every time puppies are exposed to something new, they do experience a tiny little bit of stress. That is a good thing. Too much of that stress is a bad thing, which is why these experiences need to be short and positive. So 10 minutes, lots of treats, lots of reassurance and rewards, and then you go home again and end it on a high note. It's more about getting them used to the world and the environments that you're going to expose them to later, rather than exercise. Don't think it's about going for a walk. It's actually about seeing birds and grass and trees and ducks and kids and bikes and cars. After you've done a few quiet walks, you can gradually take it up a notch. Try going near light traffic. Try going to a park where maybe there's children on swings or something nearby. Get them used to all these different sights and sounds, and gradually ramp it up to the point where you're going through busy high streets and things like that. All the things that you want them to do are the things you need to get them to experience early on. So, I mean, this is kind of socialization expands to everything. Groomers, going on trains, buses, being picked up by daycare, all those different things, dog walkers, etc. Get them into these experiences early for a short time, just to give them a chance to grow and develop and become wonderful adult dogs, because the more things they learn about, the more things they're exposed to early, the more likely you are to have a bomb-proof dog as an adult. The less they see, the less they do, the more likely you are to have a neurotic, fearful dog when they're an adult. So those first few walks, don't worry about getting their attention too much. You can reward them for coming back to you. Of course you can. You can reward them for not going far. If they're willing to take food, that's a great sign. But don't put pressure on yourselves or the dog to have perfect heel work from the off. It's not going to happen. It takes practice as well. So after you've done those first few walks, that's when you start to bring in a few commands. Bit of recall, sit maybe, things like that. And if you are actually getting a response out of your dog, it shows you that they've adjusted enough to the point where they can actually listen and focus a little bit. Now, if you are going to do a bit of training out and about, remember, really short sessions. Your puppies get tired really quickly in terms of concentration, and that's the most important thing, is that they're getting a nice rest afterwards, settle time with some kind of bone or chew or something that's going to keep them occupied, so that they learn that lovely rhythm of exercise then rest, exercise then rest throughout the day. And that is how you teach your dog to have an off switch as well. So if anyone's wondering, that is the beginning of it. I don't want to rant for too long. I know I ramble a lot, and some of these videos end up being 8 minutes long, sorry. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you want to know everything there is to know about this subject, then please feel welcome to join my VIP membership online. You can access it from anywhere in the world, and it's for all puppies, so it doesn't matter what breed or age they are. I hope you have a great day.